Are we going to see an increase in prices this year?
I cannot predict the markets. I can tell you that Saudi Arabia works very diligently and very hard to ensure that there is a balance and equilibrium in the markets between supply and demand. Our objective is to avoid increases in prices because those hurt the global economy. We also want to avoid a crash in prices because that also hurts the global economy and in the long run. So we're looking for balance, but there are many factors at play here, whether it's geopolitics, whether it's supply-demand, whether it's economics, fundamentals, investment, as you mentioned earlier. All of these issues come into play and have an impact on the level of equilibrium in the markets.
So I just had the chance, as you know, to sit down with the CEO of Saudi Aramco. They are the producer of about 10% of the world's crude oil, which is a huge number, frankly, for a state-owned company, state-backed company. It's interesting, isn't it? Because when you take a step back and you think about what the transition will actually look like going forward, and you think about Saudi Arabia's contribution therein, there's been so much noise over the last 6 months, especially about Saudi Arabia's role as the head of OPEC Plus, and also as what His Royal Highness has said to me many times, the guardian of global energy markets. But in your mind, given where oil is today, is it fair to say that Saudi got it right with the cuts we saw in October?
It's not only fair. It's absolutely correct. We saw an overhang of oil. We saw a possibility of markets crashing, and we saw what happened several years ago when oil markets crashed, and there was tremendous damage to producers all around the world, including in the United States, and we saw the world moving to try to stabilize the markets and deal with the negative impacts of this oil crash. So we saw an overhang. All the data pointed to this, and we took action to ensure that we can maintain market stability. And since that decision was made, the price of oil has actually trended down in a moderate fashion rather than went up. So all the concerns that some people had about, oh my God, alarmist prices will increase, didn't happen. Price remained stable. In fact, prices today are less than they were a year ago. So obviously, this is the best and the biggest proof that the Kingdom's assessment was correct and that the decision taken by OPEC Plus was the correct decision to take.